know a man, he could give me therapy. What's the use of therapy? You don't want to change, babe. I talk too much when I got nothing to say. Maybe it's to get away. It's easier to walk away. I gotta find the time to let love in. I gotta find myself and let love in. Don't think too much, it just complicates things. No room for judging to heal me. I know you're there, I just cannot see it. Maybe I don't believe it. You deserve better, babe. Yeah, just walk the walk and talk the talk. Show yourself you're for real. You never know what you lost until you're alone with your thoughts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at us. Look at us. It's 11 o'clock. It's Wednesday. It's the 22nd. That's great. That's great. Look at us. Wednesday, April. I can't believe the thing I forgot was the month. The thing I forgot first was the month, not the day. I knew it was the 22nd. I knew it was. Thanks, old Miat. Look at that. Thanks for subscribing to the show. I appreciate it. I knew it was April, or I knew it was the 22nd. I knew it was Wednesday. I knew it was 11 o'clock. I just didn't know it was April, which is not the best first thing to forget. April. You got to keep track of what month it is. How's everyone's Tuesday? Well, God damn it. Wednesday. How was everyone's Wednesday? Mine's okay. I hope this looks okay. I hope we sound okay. I think it sounds all right. Trying to drink more water. It's almost over. How's everyone's, I don't know. How was everyone's February? You remember February? Couldn't even begin to tell you when that was. So long ago. So long ago. I don't know. We got a fun show today. It's Never Seen It Day. That's exciting. We got Ben Vinograd from Big Something coming on here. He's going to give me a lesson on how to be a drummer anywhere. He said he might not even be at home when he does that. So that'll be great. Who knows what will be happening with that? I'm excited. Giulia Rozzi is coming on here in a few minutes. I'm very excited about that. Langston Kerman is coming on. He has never seen... What did he do? Rebel Without a Cause? He's never seen Rebel Without a Cause, and we're going to do that. How do people... What does a video game person do during their stream? Do they talk the whole time? Or is it mostly the video game? They yell? I'm gonna see if maybe we want to do Call of Duty with my brother tomorrow. But he and his friends are too good. They're very good. My dad shaved his head. This was exciting development. Back home, my dad shaved his head. Completely bald. Not just like buzzed. My dad like bicked his head. We gotta update. Can anyone bald out that sticker? We gotta update it. It's wild. It's really wild. I don't wanna... Here's a preview of what he looks like. This is what he looks like now. That's basically an accurate representation, which is good because it's one of the 3 shows he's ever seen, too. And he likes it a lot. But we're getting in slow here. Yeah, if that's my dad, it'll be. He's got some stuff buried somewhere. It's a Never Seen It Day. I like Never Seen It days. We get to do podcasts. It's a little more relaxed for me. I don't ride as much. That's good. There's no monologue today. Oh, yeah, our dad sticker artist is in here. Look at that. Everyone, throw some dad stickers up. That's nice. Yeah. Oh, we got to talk about spelling bee. We got to talk about spelling bee. Saturday, we be spelling. We're doing that. You can spell in it if you want. We're going to take our top 6 donors and put them in the spelling bee. We're also going to have some musicians. We're going to have people like that. It's so fun. WeBeSpelling.com. WEBEE spelling.com. It's so fun. It's going to be a great time. Saturday, if you want to spell, basically anything you donate, anything you contribute to the show counts as a point per dollar. You donate $1, that's 1 point. You donate, you subscribe, that's 5 points. You gift a subscription, 2 people get 5 points. Here's where we're at right now. Peep that leaderboard. So it's looking all right. We got, super fun time. Something went off yesterday. And has almost 31 points. Thank you for the 1 cent donation. We got a 30.81 points on there. They're winning. They're going to be, if you're the number 1 donor before the B on Saturday, you also get a mulligan. You get back in. So that'll be good. But we got We Be Spelling. It's on Saturday. Donate anything, any subscriptions, any gifted subscriptions. It all works out. Yeah. I don't know what's happening. I gotta end this. But yeah, so I'm just working with some Zoom technicalities right now. Let me see if this gets me in. Let me see if this works. We're figuring it out. I don't know if you guys, I'm excited. I'm real excited for the, if your stimulus check comes before Friday, yeah. I still haven't got mine. I don't know what everyone's doing. I can drop this out of there now. Nope, that's the wrong thing. That's from yesterday. That's the wrong thing. That's from yesterday. That's the wrong thing. That's from yesterday. There we go. There we go. Remember, this is on Friday. Godfather on Friday. I'm going to be reading the whole script, playing every character. Tommy McNamara is going to be here. It's going to be fun. He's going to be scoring the whole thing. I've never seen The Godfather. I'm going to be reading the whole dang script. The whole script. Playing every character. It's going to be how I learn about the movie. Yeah, that's going to be very fun, and we're going to be doing that. But today we got a fun show. No monologue today. Never Seen It Day. No monologue. But I'm going to try and get this Zoom thing going. We're going to get some guests in here, so I will be right back.
Well, I've always been a runner from town to town, trailing that sunrise, drugged up and down, trying to find a red star in a valley, looking for a good way to keep on smiling. I'm looking for a change of pace, then I'll be on my way. Let's start a movement without a purpose, for a change of pace.
We only had to do one little verse there. We're back. A little slow getting going. Okay. Let's amp everything up. My energy's gonna come up. I got Zoom figured out. I'm not great with it, but we're doing okay now. We're doing okay now. Remember the spelling bee. Donate anything. Subscribe, anything like that. If you get to $6, you're in. That's all we're looking for, is anyone over 5 right there. And then you are good to go. But let's do Wednesday stuff. Let's go into our first segment. That is Kyle reads any spam email he got the day before. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on in the spam email folder. Junk. We did get one. Let's get this Okay, this is a little targeted. I'm going to throw it in here so you can see it. This is a hair regeneration email. So this is Karenique. It's a women's hair growth expert, but I feel like it could still help me out here. Fight hair loss, save 60%, free bonus gifts, trusted by over one. This is so specific. You guys have to see this. It is trusted by, I gotta get this thing out here. It is trusted by over 1,976,077 women. So does that mean it's trusted by 1,976,078 women? That has to be what that means, right? Did you really get this yesterday, Shar? That has to mean it's exactly. They undercut it by 1 and put the word over in there. That's such a specific number. Trusted by over 1,976,077 women. I wonder who sold our data. I'm not even going to click on this stuff and see what's going on. But I wonder who sold our data that we're getting this here. That's a lot. But there we are. Let's go ahead and let's get into the show. We're gonna bring Giulia Rozzi out here. Yeah, you think we donated to Sal's GoFundMe for Eastside, and now we're getting our data sold out there. So I feel like a little weird. I feel like we got a little bit of a weird start. Is everyone doing okay? I feel okay. Just feels a little slow. But we're all right. Let's do it. I'm gonna take a break. We're gonna get Giulia Rozzi in here. I'm gonna show you Giulia Rozzi clip, and then we'll be right back with her. So let's actually go ahead and let's check out the Giulia Rozzi clip right now. Here's our first guest. Here you go.
So I had the longest cat call in my life recently. This guy yelled out, he goes, hey, beautiful. And I ignored him. And then he goes, friend? And I still ignored him. And then he got fed up and goes, bitch. And I was like, we just had an entire relationship. Like, that was all of the stages, so I kind of miss him now. Speaking of relationships, I just got married, so that's pretty exciting. Thank you. It's my second time, so if you want to retract your applause, I totally understand. I've been there before, but my husband and I were not sure if we want kids, so right now we're just doing pull out, because whatever, you know. I like a surprise, and we were very excited about pullout. Too excited. And you know, whenever he goes to celebrate on my body, we clean it up with baby wipes, right? Because that's what they're for. It's in the name, wiping potential babies off of you. I'm just like, goodbye, Giovanni, you know? So long, Stella. I'm Italian, if you couldn't tell by the names. Parents, very proud of the names, not of that joke at all. Part of why I want a kid is because I want another excuse to not have to go out at night. I really hate going out at night. When I was young, I loved it. I was like, in my 20s, like, let's get this party started. And then the second I hit 35, it turned into, let's hope this party is canceled. Right? Love a cancel text. It is the best when you get a cancel text. You know, I just want to like take off my day sweatpants, slip into my night sweatpants, hop on the couch, smoke a joint, watch Netflix menu. I never pick a show. Just on season 8 of scrolling, and I just don't really see the point in going out anymore. Like, all of our interactions when you go out, everyone's just on their phones, right? They're just buried in their phones. And I feel like the way we use social media is sort of the new bar hopping. You just go from app to app looking for a connection or validation. You hop on over to Facebook, and that's like a townie bar, right? Where everyone from high school still hangs out. And then sometimes your aunt is there dancing for some reason. So then you hop on over to Twitter, and Twitter's this like rowdy pub where if you say anything wrong, someone will kill you, right? That's what Twitter is. So then you hop on over to Instagram, and Instagram is a strip club where the strippers tell you inspirational quotes for some reason. That's what... It's like you're in a thong. I didn't need a Maya Angelou poem, you know? Like, I see what you're doing here. I will say the time that I hated social media the most was when I was single, because I hated that I would like hook up with people and then I'd have to see them forever online, and I hate it, right? Like, I get very attached to people when I sleep with them. And the best way I can describe it is, you know, my body is my home, right? And so if I've cleaned up and invited somebody in, I want them to stay for a while, right? Or at least come back to visit. I think I'm a good host, you know? I have great snacks. However, some people, they only want to hang out in the basement, and I get it, because basement, historically, funnest part of the house, right? That is where you have slumber parties, and maybe there's a foosball table down there. It's like fun time in the basement. And sometimes people don't want to travel up to your attic, because this is where the crazy clown doll lives, right? And they're like, ah! Where are the lights, you know? It's so dark up here. It's just cluttered with all these boxes that say dad, you know? Like, I don't want to go through that. Okay, thank you so much.
All right, everybody, please give it up for our first guest today, Giulia Rozzi. Look at us. Here we are. I know I say that a lot on here. People watch it, but I do need to acknowledge it sometimes, or I feel like I'm not. That I'm just like, if I don't say, okay, I'm at here doing the thing, sometimes I'm like, have I ever done anything, and am I anywhere? Oh, you're muted. You're unmuted now. There we go.
Ooh.
So, okay. I was muting it so we could talk while our clip was playing. But now we're back. But yeah, I feel like if I don't root myself now, I have to actually be like, I am at a place doing a thing. I lose track of days.
I don't really understand how life works anymore, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, the exciting part is you get to understand how life works from the start very soon.
Yes. I'm pregnant.
She's fairly pregnant. What, July?
July.
That's so soon.
I know.
Maybe we'll be inside still. Who knows?
Yeah, hopefully she won't be inside.
How is it? That's if I had an air horn sound effect, it would be perfect. Pew 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 pew.
Yeah.
How is this? I mean, I know this is your first kid, so you don't have it like another pregnancy to compare it to, but how has it been dealing with all of this on top of dealing with the biggest thing a person can deal with?
You know, it depends on the day. If you asked me yesterday, because I did like this beautiful yoga kundalini meditation in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
I would have been like, hey man, I'm all fucking grateful, and what a peaceful time. I can bond with my baby and self-care. But then for whatever reason this morning, I woke up doom and gloom, and so I've now shifted all of my state of the world anxiety onto petty shit, like why did so and so unfollow me on Instagram? And, so very healthy habits that I'll hopefully not pass on to my child. It has been, I mean, I have nothing else to compare it to. Like, luckily I have a wonderful husband, yesterday's guest, Miles. And we have a lovely home, and you know, I feel really supported by my friends and family. The only thing that's like a bummer is like I really wish I could see my mom and she could like feel the baby kick and stuff. But I feel all my friends who have kids that are school age are losing their minds. So I think I'm pretty lucky that I just have a fetus. Is she a fetus now?
Yeah. I guess it depends on whether you ask the nurse in the crosswalk or the person in the Ford F-150 trying to run the nurse over in the crosswalk. You might get two different answers.
Like that stuff, I mean, I'm preaching to the choir. I don't have to say, but like the whole Virginia thing really put me in a hole.
Yeah.
It just breaks my heart.
I was really losing it. The picture made me upset and overwhelmed. Then I saw that one no scrubs tweet about it, and I got happy again, where someone someone posted that picture and they said it's literally Scrubs while someone hangs out the side of their best friend's ride trying to holler at them.
Oh god.
And I was like, okay, well, one of these a day, and maybe that at least made like 2 hours go by, and I felt okay.
Like if fuckface is gonna ban immigrants from coming into the US, then I would like people from Virginia banned. No offense, Virginia people, banned from coming into California or wherever my family is.
Right. I think if we're going to expand states' rights all the way, then we should do that in the reverse. And the one where everyone gets to make these bizarre decisions, you can isolate yourself and make these bizarre decisions.
I don't know. Anyways, comedy.
It's tough. I mean, it's so. I try and do a monologue on here where I write jokes about stuff that have nothing to do with it, and it is so hard to even find something to write about.
I will say this, like, I have been trying to really practice gratitude a lot the last few years, and I definitely have been feeling it more than ever the last month. Like, I feel terrible guilt about my privilege. I feel bad that I have food in my fridge. I'm trying to switch feeling bad about it to gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
That's more empowering. And then if I'm empowered, I can help people.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know I was talking with Mike Kaplan, who is very good at being centered and emotionally aware, and he really helps me when I hear him talking. We talk a little bit about it's okay to still have gratitude and still to get enjoyment from things and still have positivity through this. It doesn't mean you can hold two conflicting emotions at the same time. Do you know what I mean? It's not, I feel this, like sometimes I feel guilty when I'm doing something fun, or I'm like, oh, hey, I get to hang out with my brother on Xbox more now, or something that comes from this. I still can enjoy that. And it doesn't mean I'm belittling or trivializing the chaos and then the people putting themselves in harm's way to try and save the world right now.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think the dual feelings is the thing that is because whenever someone texts or calls and is like, how are you? Like, I'm everything,
right?
Like I feel like gratitude. I'm like loving reading books, like not to brag, but I've been reading. I've been taking baths. I've been, like I've been doing all the things slowly, and I've been so in the moment. And I've like never FaceTime this much with my family. Like I feel really connected to people in a weird way.
I would say that this pandemic has somehow allowed you to have the maternity leave that we should just generally have already.
I know. I mean, I guess it's kind of important to have it before you have a kid, because once she comes out, I'm going to be really busy. So I get to like kind of finish up all these little projects that I wanted to. But then it's like at the very same time, I feel so. I mean, if we had a different leader, it would be easier, but I just feel so angry and sad.
Yeah.
And so it's weird to be like, yay, I get to watch the entire season of Too Hot to Handle on Netflix. So good. But then at the same time, people are dying.
Yeah.
Like that's but I don't know. I'm in the camp of Mike Kaplan though. I think the most important thing is it's okay to let yourself, if you want to have a crying fit because like your vacation got canceled or you don't get to go home for your baby shower or whatever it is, that's fine. But then like feel it and then really spend some time being grateful for what you have. And that will, I don't know what I'm saying.
I almost feel like how are you has become a yes or no question. It's no longer like
now it's like, who are you?
Yeah. Right. It's just a dyslexic how are you?
I know. I feel like you and I have definitely had this conversation, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but like I definitely have a group of comedian friends that love performing but don't necessarily like the going out at night bizarre lifestyle. You're one of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this has been really interesting because I sort of knew this year I was going to probably pull back a little bit on nighttime performing just because pregnant, having a baby. I did a lot of touring the last few years, so I was getting a little burnt out.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I got to say, from a real selfish place, it is so nice that everyone was forced to quit. Because I can like sip chamomile tea in bed at 9:30 and be like, I'm not jealous of anyone.
Right.
Show.
You're not sitting there thinking, should I be at the store? Should I be?
Yeah. Like I love it and I miss it.
Yeah.
I miss it for many reasons, but it is kind of interesting because like choices are being made for us now. So if you're somebody who has anxiety, you're having choices removed.
Yeah.
And decisions not being made. It has
Yeah.
been kind of nice.
It has been such an adjustment. I waver between enjoying the way I've kind of pivoted and tried to work on this to being completely upset and hating every moment and hoping it ends immediately.
Yeah. I don't even know. Oh man.
Yeah. Well, all right, we're gonna play. I'm actually gonna wait to boast you and Langston at the same time when he gets in here eventually.
Nice.
But we have a game on the podcast called 10 Rapid Fire Questions to get to know our guest. Oh, wait, there's 10 more rapid fire questions up to 4 more times. It's 50 rapid fire questions. I guess I don't really have to explain the game. See, there was a point in my life where I thought making the title the whole description of the game would save time because I wouldn't have to explain it. But it's made everything harder. So here's what you're going to pick a number between 1 and 50, and we're going to start asking you some rapid fire questions from that 1 to 50, okay?
Okay.
So whenever you're ready, what's number?
25.
25. How did you spend the money you made from your very first job?
Oh, I don't know. Probably food.
That checks out.
Yeah.
Next question. What's a small act of rebellion that you've done?
Getting my belly button pierced and my dad told me not to.
That's small and an act of rebellion.
Yeah.
We've had some people be like, I'll be like, what's a small act of rebellion to them? They're like, I broke some car windshields. And I'm like, okay, I got to start italicizing small. I like, someone said they put tape over their webcam. That's a pretty good act of rebellion.
I also want to clarify that the food, it wasn't like it was like a large pizza that I just wanted because I was a pig.
It wasn't that you were starving to death.
Yeah, it was that I was like 13 and was like, I just babysat. Let me eat it.
Right. You're not Aladdin. Like.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. Oh, I already lost track of where I was at. Here we go. Can a house cat be too big?
Yes.
Should people have to retake their driver's test at any point in their life after age 16?
No.
What's a talent that you wish you had?
Like I can sing, but I wish I went that direction.
Okay.
So like real strong musical talent.
Okay. What did someone say? Small act of rebellion for the fingerprint thing that my work uses to punch in. I use my right middle finger. That's truly the definition of a small act of rebellion.
Great. That's great.
When I got arrested with Will Winter in New York for smoking weed in Greenwich one time, and they took us and booked us and everything.
Yeah.
The guy got tired of trying to fingerprint me, and he let me fingerprint myself. They have like a digital machine that you do. It's not ink anymore. And he let me fingerprint myself, and I gave myself all my index finger on one hand. So if I ever commit murder, it's going to be only left-handed. And they're going to be like, well, this guy is not in the system.
Oh, man.
All right, next question. What do you want to happen to your body after you die?
Thrown in the ocean, like cremated and in the ocean, but most likely I'll probably get buried with the rest of my family.
Yeah. You might not have as much say on it, I guess, at that point.
Yeah.
What is the worst fashion trend you've participated in?
Oh, I used to own an Ed Hardy shirt.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It was before it got taken.
I mean, I liked Pink Tigers for a while.
Yeah.
It was like the natural progression of aging out of Lisa Frank.
Yeah.
Wow. I worked at a deli and we sold Ed Hardy weed grinders, and we would sell them so fast.
Oh.
So fast.
I have a picture of me wearing an Ed Hardy t-shirt and a Newsy cap on stage.
Wait, doing stand-up?
Yep, doing like a Boston Southie Newsy cap.
Right.
And Ed Hardy t-shirt.
That's how you get discovered in Boston, is wearing just that.
I was like, yeah, what's everyone doing?
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Where do you get your news from?
A mix of NPR and Twitter.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah.
Right. A mix of someone who really thought it out and delivered it to me in a sane, rational manner, and people screaming it at me in chunks.
Yeah, news that actually matters, NPR, and then like bite-sized. Wait, I should do more research on this.
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah. Right. What are your thoughts on karaoke?
I love it.
What sort of socks do you wear most frequently?
Ankles, like white ankle socks.
Did you okay? Where's the last one? Do you own any plants?
Yes.
What's a stupid fact or thing that you remember from school?
Oh my god, why does it hurt?
It's almost too vague to remember anything.
Oh wow, division?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I know. I don't know if this was from school, but to figure out the tip, this is great.
Oh, like a
how do we figure
15,
out the
20% thing?
Yeah, you just multiply the total by 20 for 20%.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's great. That actually comes in handy. And
Genius when I do it.
I know when you do, every time people pull out tip calculators, I'm just like, you can just do it's just point to, it's okay. Yeah. Last one. What's a conspiracy theory that you maybe sort of believe a little bit?
I mean, aliens in general?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's definitely aliens. And you now align with your husband who said the same conspiracy theory. Well, to be fair, he tried to bury it. He goes, "Oh, you know the normal ones, aliens and lizard people." And I was like, "Hold on. Lizard people isn't the same as aliens."
Yeah, I'm on the fence about lizard people, but definitely aliens.
Definitely aliens. All right. Yeah. I feel good there. I feel like we learned some.
That was 50 questions?
No, we're just doing a chunk out of the 50 of them.
Oh, okay.
So what's going to happen is we're going to get Langston in here. He's going to do some of the other 50, but you get to rate his answers on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yes!
So everyone, we're going to be right back. We're going to get Langston Kerman in here. We'll do Never Seen It. We're going to do some boasting of them, more of these, a couple quick games. And everyone doesn't need me to tell everyone, but look, I wrote it all down. Look, you can't see that at all. There's a giant light. All right, everyone, we'll be right back.
So I borrowed a little money from a bookie to buy a house out in the mountains. I aim for a hillside of the Ozarks, a place to bunker down where I can find the moonshine bright. I'm looking for change, a pace, then I'll be on my way.
What up?
Let's start a movement without a purpose. Change of pace. Yeah, I've been searching for my circuits, getting high with the faithful and the reckless. Now I'm off to Holland and Australia, getting back to running hockey.
All right, everybody, we got a quick clip here from our next guest.
So,
Please
I had
enjoy
the longest
this
cat
clip
call of my life
from
recently. This guy
Langston
yelled
Kerman,
out,
everybody.
he
Here's
goes,
a little bit
"Hey,
of Langston. Let me
beautiful!"
give it
And
a...
I ignored
Everybody, please give it up for our new guest here joining Julie and I, Langston Kerman, everybody.
Everyone at home.
Hello.
Hello, Twitchers.
We're all here. I think everyone on the internet is currently here on Twitch with us.
I
Okay.
mean, you have 2 new guests.
2 new guests. I'm happy. We got people watching. People are typing hellos, and Langston is funny, and Langston is very attractive, and things like that. It's mostly me taking notes. We got Mrs. Roper hanging out here with us. Everyone will get so excited when there's a dog. But we're having a good time. Langston, so before we get into it, what I want to do is I wrote some boast jokes about both of you.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to give you both a one-sided boast rattle to your face right now, if that's okay.
Love it.
I didn't write too many of them. It is hard. Usually I have other people do the work. But here we go. So I did it yesterday. If you guys weren't here, boast rattle compliment contest. We're going to be doing the full show on Twitch. So these are nice roasts, good compliments, quick jokes. Here we go. Langston, your mic is quiet according to the internet. That's okay.
Okay, I'll pep it up. I can do something.
There we go. That might be. All right, here we go. Giulia Rozzi. Giulia is so funny. I went to a stand-up clip of hers, and the first comment wasn't not funny, which is nearly impossible in comedy. Giulia is from Boston, and I never once heard her mention Tom Brady, which seems like the highest compliment I can give someone. She's been on Conan, Chelsea Lately, Comedy Central. She won a Moth Grand Slam. She's written for multiple networks. She's created multiple shows, live and scripted. She's done so much. She's like the Michael Jordan of comedy. She's good at everything, but probably baseball. Okay, here we go. I got 2 for Langston. Langston's voice is so soothing, he got Chick-fil-A to open up on a Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Forget about God. I'm God now.
Langston is so generous. If you play Goldeneye, he'll let you be Odd Job. That one's very specific and for maybe nobody.
Nah, he was smaller than everybody, and it gave you an advantage. You're very kind.
But thank you both for being here.
So welcome.
Before we get into your script, Langston, we have a game here called 10 rapid fire questions, and then maybe more rapid fire questions up to 40 more times. Could be 50 rapid fire questions. So how it works is we have some questions I'm going to ask you to learn a little bit about you. Julia has already played the game. So how it's going to work now is you will answer a question, and then Julia gets to rate your answer about yourself on a scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, wow.
So these are generally questions that have, specific answers about you. Julia will get to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10. Please give me a number between 1 and 20.
5.
5. Here we go. We got a little music playing. I wish sadly you guys can't hear it, but trust me, it's music.
Sure.
All right,
this
question 5.
Technically counts.
Langston, have you ever fired a gun?
I have not.
Okay. Julia, how do we feel about that? 10.
Yes.
If you could have any animal as a pet and it would be well behaved, what would you choose?
I'm going with chimpanzee.
Okay.
8.
Whoa.
There's something so funny about watching someone mull over your choice. Next question. What's your biggest fear?
Falling out of the sky. I'm constantly afraid that planes I'm in are going to plummet to the ground out of nowhere.
Okay.
And I think about it constantly.
5.
5, right in the middle.
That answer sucked.
Oh, that's so funny. That's wonderful to be indifferent about someone's biggest fear. It's a middle of the line fear.
Not for me, but I respect your choice.
You get some, you leave some. Who was your first celebrity crush?
It might have been Stacey Dash. It really genuinely might have been right-wing conspiracy theorist Stacey Dash.
1.
That's the right answer.
What is your favorite chain restaurant?
You know what? I'll never turn on them. They mean the world to me. I'm going with McDonald's. What have they ever done bad in the world? McDonald's is the answer to that question.
5.
Wow.
Right.
We started off so well, Julia.
We did, but here we are.
Oh, you gotta get better answers.
What film villain do you align with the most?
Film villain do I align with the most? The Megamind. He was the bad guy in that movie, at least for a part of it, and he was just a lonely guy. That felt like a person who just was calling out for some sort of connection, and I appreciated that.
Was he voiced by Brad Pitt?
No, the hero in that movie was voiced by Brad Pitt. He was Will Ferrell, I believe.
That's right.
What movie?
Megamind.
Oh,
It was an animated film
10.
by DreamWorks. Thank you so much.
I love it. I don't know it. Twice the score I've given your other answers.
Still no sympathy for your greatest fear. Megamind gets 10.
But bad guy I've never heard of. Perfection. All right. What's a road or a street that pops into your head when you think about roads or streets?
The first thought I had was Malcolm X Boulevard, and that's incorrect on so many levels.
Yeah, because it's a boulevard.
Augusta Street.
Okay.
It was the cross street that I lived on.
Oh, a 9. Not it's no a 9. Anything that's not a 1 or a 10 feels so deliberate.
Sure. It feels personal.
I could do this all day. I love it.
Langston, what is a word that you love?
Charcuterie.
10.
Yeah. Not a fan of the meal, but love the word. It's a fun one.
How many songs should an album have on it, ideally?
I'm gonna say 13.
All right. What's a board game? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Come on. Let Giulia judge me first.
I knew that one was going to be an
Jesus.
8. She texted me this next one's going to be an 8. Wait, here we go. Do you drink enough water?
I do. I drink upwards of 60 ounces a day.
Great.
20.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What board game makes you the most competitive?
It would be a tie between Scrabble and Monopoly. It depends on the day. We used to play Monopoly with if you were winning, you got to wear like cool guy sunglasses and call everybody boy and whore. And if you were losing, you had to wear a hobo hat, and people could slap you in the face just whenever they decided they wanted to, because you were a loser and a poor person.
I want to give it a 10, but can I share an aside?
Sure.
I dated someone who
Congratulations.
became obsessed with Scrabble for some reason. He wasn't very smart. And one day we had friends over to play Scrabble, and I kept winning just by dumb luck.
Yeah.
And he flipped the board and left.
Jesus Christ. And like left the place you were staying at.
Left the apartment for a little bit. And I was like, this is a bit, and it wasn't a bit.
How long was he gone? This is an important.
Yeah.
He was only gone he went to the apartment next door.
Just to see if they had Scrabble.
Just to decompress with the neighbors. Love it.
Yeah.
Love that.
Langston, I love that you somehow elevated Monopoly to be even more American than it already was.
Oh yeah, we lean into the capitalism.
Violence against poor people and general horrific freedom for the rich.
Sure.
Okay, are there any companies whose online presence you truly hate?
I feel I've answered this question before, but I stand by my choice. Hamburger Helper, fuck you with your rapping and your new cool incentive for buying him. No, I'm not into it. Absolutely not. It's stupid.
10.
Oh, and last question. What's a conspiracy theory that you maybe kind of do believe?
Well, we're in the middle of watching society tell poor people to go back to work so that they can die off. So
yeah.
Papa's bought in on that one.
Right. Oh no, that almost doesn't count. I'm gonna have to eliminate that one and aliens from future conspiracy theories, because I think that odds are they're just real.
Yeah, they've just been proven.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it could be a conspiracy theory if 538.com has a chart about it.
Sure, if Nate Silver's telling us it's okay.
Yeah, he's never been wrong, right?
No.
Okay, so let's never seen it a little bit.
Hell yeah.
So people who aren't familiar, which I think most people here probably are, because I feel like that's where everyone came from who's watching, but who knows? I have a podcast where comedians rewrite famous movies they've never seen, and Langston today has... Oh, everyone got little. I don't know what happened to my... The Zoom is giving me a little trouble here. Hold on. This is the fun part about comedy now. I did a show the other day. I don't know if you guys have been doing these Zoom comedy shows.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just like, you know what I really like now is I can see the first and last name and living room of my hecklers. I've always wanted to just be able to see that my heckler does in fact have a rug over their carpet.
Sure, that they're a human being too.
Yeah.
Even though they hate you.
Or like, have you ever seen someone pull out their phone in the middle of you doing something and in like the joke, and you're just like, oh, okay, cool.
I did a show the other day where it was more of a podcast, but we were like talking and there were like some fun riffs.
Yeah.
And we could see people periodically just make their video go away. Like we're looking for their laughs and then they would just
It's just their
disappear.
name.
Yeah, and they were just like, I'm not even gonna give you the energy, bro.
It would be great if during a show, if someone wanted to ignore you, like a live show, they just held up a giant sign in front of their face that was their first and last name smushed into
Just
one
blocked
word.
I did one where like a lot of people they didn't want to be on camera, so just had a photo of themselves up.
Yeah.
But there was this one woman's photo that was like, and so the whole time it was like freeze frame laughing.
Oh,
Just the most condescending person.
Yeah.
Oh no. All right, so Langston's never seen Rebel Without a Cause, but he wrote what he thinks Rebel Without a Cause probably was. And
Yeah.
so we're gonna read that script now. And Langston, go ahead and cast it. Let us know who you would like us to play.
Wait,
Sure.
where do I get the script?
Oh, it should be on the email that I sent you, attached
whoops.
there at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Someone just
Okay,
sent the longest link I've ever seen to something on Etsy. And all I can make out of it is O.J. Simpson Hamburger Helper 8x10 print.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna click on that.
Oh, it's probably O.J. Simpson wearing the hamburger
It
helper
is, and
gloves.
someone painted it.
Okay, you gotta buy it, Kyle.
I'm certainly screenshotting it and putting it in the show today.
I'm certainly stealing it.
Yeah. All right, let's throw this up here in the video. Wow.
Is it good? Does a hamburger helper?
It's pretty
glove
good.
fit?
I don't think you can. I wonder if I can add a file. This is how quickly. Here we are doing Never Seen It as I attach an O.J. Simpson Hamburger Helper JPEG to the Zoom chat. Wow.
Nice.
All right. So it's in there, but so let us know who we're going to be playing.
Okay. This is complicated because we
Okay.
only have 3 of us, but
Yes.
I think strategically, Kyle, you're gonna play Jim. Congratulations, you're my star.
Oh, thank you.
Giulia, don't take that personally because you have quite a substantial role as salesman.
Okay.
And you are also, Giulia, going to be playing housewife.
Yes.
On that, Kyle, that is actually I'm going to take the role of father
Okay.
because that makes things easier. And then Giulia, you are also going to play the part of Buzz.
Okay.
Okay, and Buzz is our antagonist. So, really center yourself in that energy when Buzz comes around.
Great. Are there any notes or anything you want to give us? And
No, just fall in love with the script that you're reading.
that I can do. I want to put a screenshot of your title page up here so everyone can read this along with us.
Great.
And you'll be doing, we call it the wall to wall. You'll be doing all of our.
Yeah, I'll read the direct stage directions.
It's very little, but I got it up here so you guys can see it. And then whenever you're ready.
Rebel Without a Cause, written by Langston Kerman, based on Rebel Without a Cause, the movie from 1955, and probably a book too. Who knows? None of it really matters. No one's going to read the title page. I can say whatever I want on this thing. Do you guys think that James Dean ate pussy? Seems unlikely. The 50s were pretty uptight. Imagine being a timeless sex symbol and never having licked a vagina. Crazy. Exterior, small town street. Day. We open on the generic comings and goings of a quiet suburban neighborhood. Kids play in a sprinkler. A father mows a lawn in way too many clothes. A salesman marches door to door carrying Encyclopedia Britannica's letter G. A housewife places a pie in a windowsill and then she shuts the fuck up because she knows her place. Yes, everything is as it should be. Then out of nowhere, we see Jim Stark, late teens, edgy, strutting up the street. Jim wears dark sunglasses and a red leather jacket. He's a bad boy if ever there was one. You almost get the sense that he would have a spiked penis if science would allow it. But alas, it's 1955, and in 1955, spiked penises are only for cats, not for people. He kicks an empty gin bottle up the street with every step, which clanks loudly against the pristine, racially segregated curb. Jim doesn't give a damn. He keeps kicking. Neighbors are all put off by the mysterious, unfunny Fonzie. You there, boy. Stop kicking that bottle. If it breaks, there will be glass everywhere.
Stuff it, Pops. I don't take advice from no old timers.
My word, did he just tell the man to stuff it? Well, that's like the moral equivalent of singing slob on my knob in a daycare center.
Yeah. I told him to stuff it, and I'll tell you to stuff it too. And you can stuff it most of all.
He points at a golden retriever who was happily licking himself but is now deeply offended. Jim then picks up the empty Jim bottle, unzips his pants, and begins peeing in it.
I say what I want, and I does what I want, because I'm a rebel without a cause.
Deeply offended, the housewife yells from her window.
Young man, what you're doing is unacceptable behavior.
Just shut the fuck up, Diane. Stay out of this, all right? Men are talking and peeing into bottles. Go back inside.
You know, you're not even my husband. You shouldn't be allowed to talk to me that way, and yet here we are. I guess I'll go quietly iron a poodle skirt and project my depression onto people who are different than me.
Housewife, defeated, grabs her pie and shuts the window.
Anyway, I like that he's Jim sat around letting this go by. He's like, back to me.
He's a rebel, but he's not impolite.
Anyway, like I was saying, I'm new in town and my personality is guy who has a weird relationship with hair grease, so I'm about to shake things up.
Shake things up, eh? But what does that really mean? What are your plans?
Great question, guy whose job won't exist in 30 years. Let's see. I suppose I'll start by dipping my sideburns in a malted milkshake.
Disgusting.
And then I'm gonna go to a drive-in movie theater, order popcorn, and then accuse that popcorn of being a communist.
That seems
And
unreasonable.
then I'm gonna go turn on the radio and do the jitterbug in my living room while Orson Welles does a much less believable rereading of War of the Worlds. He won't put his heart in it, and neither will I. We'll both just be going through the motions.
Jesus Christ.
But young man, these choices all seem so maniacal and yet random.
That's right, because I'm a rebel without a cause. Or a family. Or someone to help me with my homework and listen to my dreams.
There is an energy shift as the neighbors all begin to see Jim in a different light. The housewife, now empathetic, pokes her head back out of the window.
I see now. He's not a bad guy. He just needed a little...
Diane, I swear to God, I'm going to have your husband beat you with the hula hoop when he gets home. The housewife immediately goes back inside.
You know, when you arrived here less than 3 minutes ago, we all thought you were a menace. But now we see underneath that greaser jacket and that pale skin aged by unfiltered cigarettes is a young man who's just dying to be understood.
Yeah, we forgive you. If you were ugly or a minority, we'd call you a terrorist or put you in prison. But you're easy on the eyes, so we'll just say you're complicated.
And you know what's really complicated? How much I want to hug you right now.
The salesman extends his arms for a hug. Jim, for the first time, feels the love he never felt before in his life. He begins walking towards the salesman, ready to fall into his arms and be born anew. But then, out of nowhere, a car whips down the street and stops in between Jim and his new father figure. Out of the car emerges Buzz Allen, basically the same guy as Jim, but less sexy, who is accompanied by a group of cronies. Buzz smiles smugly at Jim.
So I hear there's some new guy claiming to be a rebel without a cause.
Actually, I've worked through most of it. I was actually about to hug this guy and then maybe call my family and apologize.
What a shame. Looks like you'll just have to skip that hug and instead face me in a drag race.
Why?
Unclear, but as the town's local tough guy, I cannot allow you to complete your journey without asserting my own wants and calling you something antiquated and possibly homophobic. You ninny.
The crowd gasps. Those are fighting words, and also possibly hugely problematic words. I don't know. It doesn't sound good.
Fine. I'll race you. And if I win, I want to finish school and make up with my best girl, and I want my dead brother to finally be proud of me.
Okay, well, this is the first I'm hearing of any of that. I'm not even sure I could promise those things. But deal.
Jim nods proudly.
And if I win, you have to stay emotionally stunted forever. Maybe even keep racing until you accidentally die in a brutal crash that lives on longer than your actual contributions to society.
The salesman tosses Jim the keys to his car.
Then you're gonna need my ride. It's not fast, but no cars are yet. And I'm not even sure you have a license.
Exterior, abandoned parking lot night. Jim and Buzz both sit in cars lined up side by side. They rev their engines. The salesman now stands in between the two cars wearing a half shirt and waving the Gene Kelly page of his encyclopedia like a flag. He gives the final wave and the two cars peel off. There are screeches and tire burns as the two cars accelerate to nearly 38 miles per hour, the fastest the cars can go. At first, they are neck and neck. Their hearts are pounding. It's anyone's race to win. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, the housewife, not paying attention, walks onto the track.
Who wants pie?
The two cars swerve, trying to miss her, and instead crash into each other. The metals bend and launch the two giant vehicles into the air. They flip in unison, very slowly, and crushing the housewife in the process. Jim, Buzz, and the housewife die in a fiery pile of blood and metal. Everyone who was watching is stunned. This wasn't how things were supposed to end. They were so young. They had so much hope. Then, between his tears, the father lets out a final cry. Stupid bitch. The end.
Yay!
You gotta have a common enemy.
Sure, women.
I'm just glad we've improved that and everyone didn't harass the woman who played Skylar White in Breaking Bad as she walked down the street her entire life.
Well, I'm really worried for the actress who played Housewife in the movie now.
Oh, yeah. That was so good. I think you probably nailed it. Everyone really liked it in the chat.
Great.
I think I've even seen this movie and I don't remember.
I watched the trailer and it looks unbelievably bad, but in a way that maybe it was 1955 and you guys just didn't know how to make good stuff yet.
You know what I hate? I was just talking about this the other day of how people refer to movies and books as the classics.
Yeah.
But there's new classic. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can't keep saying that certain things are the best of the best when there's always a new every year there's a new pizza place that's the best new pizza.
Yeah. There's no way Rebel Without a Cause is better than Drive.
Yeah,
it's just not possible.
It just came out first.
Yeah,
that is it's almost like we improve on this stuff, but people don't want to admit that they're mortal and aging.
Yeah, that Jim Dean, what was his name?
James Dean, the sausage guy.
And Jimmy Dean died at 24, and he probably wasn't even the best he could be yet.
Yeah, there's no way War and Peace is better than my Scientology textbook.
Right.
No.
At least that's what I was told to tell people door to door. It is wild. It's the same when if you listen to a Lenny Bruce record right now and you're like, I get that it had a thing that it was doing, but is this funnier than someone special? No, we're so good at comedy now we can make fun of the art while we're doing it and people know what's going on.
I agree. Eliza Schlesinger is the best we can do.
That's the modern day Lenny Bruce. I cannot wait for Dustin Hoffman to play her in a biopic.
I'm not talking shit about anyone because I want I need a job when quarantine's over. Hire me anytime.
I don't think anyone would even hire Lenny Bruce right now. It would just be he would almost be Alex Jones now. That's the closest comparison that you have.
Oh, guys.
Oh, man. Well, speaking of playing before and afters, the game from my podcast where you come up with pun titles, here we are. Hold on, I got even there's music playing.
Sure. Oh, that's good music.
So how you guys know this game. It's two movies, before and afters, two movies. have been smushed together into one movie. I will read you the smushed together plot. You tell me the new smushed together movie title. So, for instance, Wolf of Wall Street, Saving Private Silverman, Fargo, all sort of ideas there. These ones are all sent by Michael. He sent me in a bunch to me, and it's saving me a lot of time of having to write these up. So shout out Michael.
Go ahead, Julia.
We say what both the two movies are?
It'll be one title. So you would say like The Wolf of Wall Street would be your answer.
I see. We have to raise our hand and yell it.
You just yell it.
Okay.
Yeah. We should first figure out the films and then we mush them.
And today's victory harmonica is in the key of A.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
All right, here's our first one. I'll read you the plot. Trying to help those around her, a Parisian server becomes employed at the White House and serves 8 different presidents throughout America's tumultuous years.
The Butler is one of those.
Madam Secretary?
You're on. We got Langston's on the right track with part of it.
And it almost sounds like Inglourious Bastards. But okay, not Parisian secretary tries to help.
Trying to help those around her, a Parisian server becomes employed at the White House and serves 8 different presidents through America's tumultuous years.
I don't know.
The Butler is the second one,
yes,
for sure.
What's you got to know the full title of The Butler.
The Butler and all those guys.
I'll give you a hint.
Oh, wait, is it The Butler and the President's Men? All the presidents? I don't know.
It is. So the full title is Lee Daniels, The Butler.
Oh, Lee Daniels, The Butler. Oh,
Julia hated that.
Yeah, she was like, I'm fucking leaving. She's like, fuck this. This is Langston's problem now.
We are looking for, guys, we are looking for Amelie Daniels, The Butler.
Oh, I never seen Amelie.
All right, we have two more. An FBI agent disguises himself as an elderly woman to help a mother and her son escape from a family of deranged serial killers off a misguided road trip.
Big Mama's House is, I think, the first one. Okay, Big Mama's House. And can you read the latter half of that again?
Escape from a family of deranged serial killers they discovered on a misguided road trip.
Something with house in it, I believe, would be the house at the end of the street. Is that a thing?
Is it? No, that's not it. Wait, what was that?
Big Mama's House Party 3.
Big Mama's House MD.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
We were looking for Big Mama's House of 1,000 Corpses.
I
gotta watch more movies.
I've consistently only seen one of the films that's a part of the before and after.
That's all right.
So
I've never seen any of the 4 movies we've referenced so far, so I would be losing it. All right, here we go. Last one. An orphan girl's request to find a family takes her on a cross-country race to get revenge and outrun the bounty on her head in this video game adapted musical thriller.
Annie.
Okay. Are you okay? Annie, are you okay?
My favorite Alien Ant Farm original song.
Annie.
Okay, Annie. I like Annie as an answer. Can you read the thing one more time?
In this video game adapted musical thriller, second half, on a cross-country race to get revenge and outrun the bounty on her head.
Annie. Is it that Sean William Scott movie with The Rock?
It is not. Are you talking about Annie Goon? No, I don't remember what that one's called, but it's not that. I will tell you.
The Rundown, I believe.
Oh yeah, that's in like
great film.
The Jungle.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that.
I'm never gonna get this.
We are looking for. These were all hard ones today. This is A Need for Speed.
Oh.
Who
wrote these, Michael? Is this Michael's work?
This is Michael's work.
Fuck you, Michael. Fuck you. Sit on something jagged, Michael.
Yeah. One.
All right. So we have one more game with you guys here. A Need for Speed was like Aaron Paul's first movie after Breaking Bad that no one saw.
Okay.
I had to look it up.
Yeah, I never saw
I think they're good, Michael. I picked the hardest ones for today. There's some easier ones in there. But here we go. So we have one more game that we're going to play. Let me get us in here because this is a visual game, so I have to share my screen with you guys.
Oh, this is exciting.
This is going to take me a few seconds to do this. I don't know, everyone.
Unfortunately, I don't have any seconds.
What's everyone's lives like?
I don't know.
So if you had to give me a month of the next time we'll be doing comedy in front of more than 20 people in a room, what month would you say?
August.
August?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think October, November.
Wow. I was trying to be optimistic. Giulia doesn't believe in us.
So, all right, we got this little game board set up. I'm going to, I'm worried about this thing happening where once everyone is allowed to perform again, everyone will at the same time. So it'll be very hard to get time.
No, I'll go last. I'm fine.
Here we go. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you can play this game along with us. Let me make this larger. And let me see if I can share this screen. All right. Can you see that okay? So you can kind of see how we're set up here?
Yes.
Yeah, we see it.
Okay. And I'm going to play. So this is called What Famous Movie Scene is De-Blurring in Front of Our Eyes. So what's going to happen is I'm going to play a movie scene. You know, I'm just going to get rid of our Zoom thing. It's just going to block it. I'm going to play a famous movie scene. It is blurry right now. It will de-blur slowly. And I want to see who the first person to guess what the de-blurry scene is wins. It's famous. You should know it. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no audio. Here we go. De-blurring of the movie scene starts.
Ghost.
It is not Ghost. Just guess every movie you know. You have to know the scene, too.
Oh, wow.
The pottery scene in Ghost.
This looks like an anus. So are there famous anuses?
Oh, yeah, my favorite cookie brand, Famous Anus.
Oh, it's the Sixth Sense. Oh, no, that's someone's guess. Okay.
Yeah, that's the chat guessing over there.
There's a person. That's a body of some kind of man.
Oh.
Is this from this is from Titanic.
It is from Titanic. It is when he's painting her in Titanic.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
I
man,
know those
so
tits
good.
before I see them.
Oh, that's so good.
The scene is Titanic, Draw Me Like One of Your French Girls?
Yes, it is. Yeah. It's the whole thing. Wow.
Teamwork.
Wow. 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 Killing it. Let me get back. Let me unshare this screen.
This screenshot is terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't moving because it froze when I shared the screen. Look at that. You killed it. Good job. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
But thank you to both of you for coming and hanging out with us. Giulia, thanks for coming on early, answering some questions. Langston, thanks for having never seen that movie before.
Yeah.
Everyone, please say thank you and goodbye to Langston and Giulia.
Bye, everybody.
All right, here comes the part where I end the meeting and it forces everybody out.
Okay.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.
I'll see you later. Okay, everybody, look at that. We got Giulia, we had Langston. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to have Ben Vinograd in here, and he's going to teach you a little bit about how to drum anywhere in the world. He's the drummer of Big Something. So here we go. I will be right back.
Kyle.
So long until you burn up and fade away. You can only circle. You can only circle while the world is turning. The fire is burning. The world is turning. The fire is burning. Woe is me. Woe is me. Woe is me. Woe is me.
All right, everybody, please give it up for our next guest, the drummer of Big Something, live from his car to give us a fun tutorial, Ben Vinograd. Everyone, please give it up for Ben.
Hey, guys.
They're all whooping, they're clapping. Ben, how you doing? Look at you.
I know. I'm great. How are you? Good to see you.
I'm doing good. So you want to teach us a little bit here on how you can play some music with whatever you have around you. You don't need a full musician setup.
Yeah, exactly. So you just gather a bunch of, can I say shit?
You can say shit.
I just did.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Gather a bunch of stuff from around your house, and I'll tell you what sound it can make and what it can represent for a drum set.
Great. So give me about 15, 20 seconds. I'm going to get some stuff, and I'll be right back, okay?
And I'll just be here waiting.
Let's say, people are trapped at home. They can't exactly get out. You can't exactly get to the studio. I've got some stuff here. And yeah, you can help me set up what would be, I guess, a drum kit, huh? So we want to go one thing at a time? Is that the easiest thing for you?
Yeah, let's start with a snare drum.
Okay, well, here's what I got.
So basically, we're...
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Well, I'll give you a lead off. We're going to need 3 things.
Okay.
And one of them is going to be your foot on the floor.
I have my foot, check.
So go ahead and stomp it on the floor.
Yeah.
And, yeah, perfect. Do you have neighbors underneath you?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So they'll hate this.
Oh yeah, they're going to hate
it. For a snare drum.
Okay.
A snare drum and a hi-hat are the 2 other components we're going to need.
Okay.
And we're going to want a higher pitch for the hi-hat.
Okay.
And a slightly lower pitch for the snare drum.
I brought some options for you, so you can let me know what'll work best, okay?
Okay.
I have Grand Theft Auto 5 on Xbox.
Okay.
I have my glasses. I have my beard trimmer without the beard trimming part. I have a harmonica.
Okay.
I have a harmonica. It's an A. And I have a mug. I have a mug.
Perfect.
So which of those do you think will be a good snare here for me? Or what am I looking for?
I think Grand Theft Auto is going to be your snare drum for sure.
Okay. I've got Grand Theft Auto set up. Should I have it on my left or my right side here?
Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Okay, perfect. So you're gonna want that kind of dead center right in front of you.
Okay. Grand Theft Auto is set up.
And then Grand Theft Auto, and
Yes.
then we're gonna use the coffee mug for your hi-hats.
Great.
So that's gonna go to the left of Grand Theft Auto.
Okay. Great. Then what do I do with the beard trimmer?
And now you should be good to go. All right, drumsticks is what we need.
Okay, so I have 2 pens.
That's gonna be
or the beard trimmer, or my glasses, or a hat.
Let's use 2 pens.
I guess it seemed like it might be the best option once I put it as available. I have 2 drumsticks and a children's drum set, or I have a squirt gun.
That could clearly be drumsticks.
All right, so 2 pens, check. It's a good thing I didn't sell more merch on our tour, otherwise I wouldn't have had these pens.
Hold on 1 sec. Is my connection okay right now?
You're back now.
All right, let me get back on this. Okay, cool. I had to turn the Wi-Fi off. Spotty.
Okay.
All right, cool.
I'm going to try and narrow this down so people can maybe see. Nope, that's just my crotch. I'm going to try and give people a drum set view. Here we go. There's Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Here's the mug.
So if you can, I don't know if you can scoot your laptop back. Does that mess things up?
Like towards me? Oh, no, I got to play. I'm going to play it on these things here. The desk is a little crammed. It's a little crammed.
All right. Make it work. Okay, so you're good.
I'm good.
What we're going to do is you just need to think in terms of 4, 8, and 16. And I'll explain what that means.
Okay.
So the way we're going to start out with your right hand, and that's going to keep the pulse on your mug hi-hat. Okay. So you're going to be playing exactly that. You just played what I was about to ask you to play, which are 8th notes. So you're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and creating 8 counts.
Like this?
1. Yep, 1.
Can you hear it okay, or should I angle the microphone
4.
down?
I can hear it great. I don't know about your listening.
That should be all right then.
That's great. Okay, so you're going to keep that pulse going. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and.
Great.
Good?
Yeah.
All right, so now what we're going to do is you're going to add a stomp of the foot on the 1 and the 3. So speaking in our language, it's going to be foot and 2 and foot and 4 and foot and 2 and foot and 4.
Okay.
There you go. Foot, 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 foot. All right, perfect.
Okay.
So if you want to stop for a second.
I would love to. I'm tired. How long do you normally play these drums the whole show?
Yeah, pretty much the full 2-3 hours.
Absolutely crazy. Here, let me put up some art here so people have stuff to look at from this angle. There's a hat.
Missouri. All right, and so basically you're gonna add your left hand on the snare drum, the Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
On the 2 and the 4. So it'll be kick and left and kick and left and. There you go. That's a fat beat. It's a fat ass beat. All right, so you picked that up pretty quick.
Great.
So
okay.
I'm gonna toss a fill in there for you.
All right, give me a fill. Give me an Uncle Phil. Let's do this.
Okay. So you're gonna, when you finish that full beat, the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, you're gonna go 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And that's all gonna be on the Grand Theft Auto. But you'll alternate your hands. So da 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 da. And then your right hand will bring you back into the beat on the coffee mug. Yeah!
Look at that.
Got it. Frickin' drums, bro. a natural.
Look at that. We're drumming. You can do this anywhere. You can annoy your downstairs neighbors from home immediately.
You can get evicted in a pandemic.
I can't believe this is working. I can't believe this worked out. Look at this. We'll even get this crazy. Now this makes me feel like a weird, like, underground radio guy doing the sideways angle.
I mean, we planned this for weeks, so I'm
all the effort we put in. Look at that. Killing it. Killing it. So Can you drum something? Can you do drumming and stuff like that from your car then?
Yeah, I mean, I can do the bass of my car. I don't know if you can hear me on this mic, but I'll do, can you hear the steering wheel?
I can hear the steering wheel.
All right, so the steering wheel will be my hi-hat. The dash will be the snare.
You're really putting the hearing in steering wheel, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. And then, I guess, can you hear that?
Oh, yeah, we can hear them all.
All right, baby. All right, so I'm going to play a beat, steering wheel, dashboard, floor bed of the car.
Great.
1, 2, ready, go.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
We got it.
I love it. From anywhere. From anywhere. I got to ask, when you learned to play drums, did people hate it?
No, my mom was super into it. She was an artist.
Okay.
And my dad was a drummer as a kid and always kind of wanted to get back into it. So they were both super supportive. I never had,
because it's like the notorious uncle gifts a nephew the thing that ruins the you know what I mean, the drums. It's particularly but I feel empowered. I feel better of understanding alternating my foot and my hand, and
limb independence.
Who knows, the next year I'll see a real drum set somewhere.
Yeah.
What do you got going on? Are you doing any music or anything like that?
This, and then I'm teaching some Skype lessons. So if anyone wants to hit me up about that.
Look at how fast this was. Imagine if you were actually good at it instead of being me.
Exactly. And so yeah, I'm happy to do that if anyone wants to reach out. It's fun for me too. It kind of helps me reteach myself the basics and the fundamentals. So
great. What's the easiest way to get a hold of you?
In my Instagram, if that handle is available, or if you just email Big Something Official. Or DM and Big Something
Is
Official.
it available? I got a clip of your band I'm about to put up with your Instagram handle right on there.
Perfect.
But thanks for joining us, Ben, and hit him up and get some drum lessons. I think you guys got a few guys in the band doing various instruments and stuff.
Yeah, you could get a lesson from any one of us: keyboard, sax, guitars, bass, or drums.
And I feel like even if you're making music all digitally on your computer, it's a good thing to know the real life application of it, and it can help you even if you just wanted to tinker around and just make electronic music or something in your time.
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you so much, everyone. Right. Please give thanks to Ben. We're going to play this clip real quick of Big Something. And Ben, thanks for being here.
All right. Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it.
See you, buddy.
Later. Am I muted?
Yeah, now you are. Here we go. Let's watch this quick clip of Big Something. Remember, hit up Ben. Let's do that. See it all in color. See it all so bright. Now this is how the story goes. No, you can't rewrite the end. So turn it off and put it down. You'll never get it back again. You'll never get it back again. All right, that is it. We had a good show. We had a lot of fun. We did some Never Seen It. We played some music goof. Hit up Ben. Hit any of them up if you want to do some from home music stuff. I appreciate everybody. We're wrapping things up here today. I had a fun time. Please follow the show, all that if you want. Remember, the Spelling Bee is on Saturday. The Godfather is on Friday. If you tell people about that, that is great. And it is great, and it helps me out a lot. Yeah, I feel like we had a good time. Remember, donate or subscribe or anything like that, and you can spell in the Spelling Bee on Saturday. And that's all down below. All that information is down below as well. I don't think our leaderboard changes up too much today, so it'll pretty much remain the same. But we're going to take 6 people, have them spelling bee on Saturday, the Godfather script reading on Friday, nothing tomorrow. Appreciate y'all. Please have a good day. Everyone have a good day. Thank you so much. Yeah.